How's it going, YouTube? This is Cars Kick, and I'm going to be playing Faster Than Light FTL. This is a phenomenal indie game that I've had a lot of fun with. I've got about 25 hours into it now, and I thought it'd be fun to do a playthrough with you guys. They're not real long each, depending on how far you get, so we'll kind of just see how far we get along in this game. But the premise is it's a space exploration game. What I mean by that is you actually get your own ship that you command, so it's kind of like you're playing Star Trek and you're the captain. So it's a smaller crew, but it's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and move forward with it. I got a few ships to choose from. The first one I have was the Kestrel, starting ship, the Taurus, the Nasacio, and that's it. So each ship has its own starting things, whatever you want to call them, rooms, equipment. They give you benefits and bonuses. So for example, you have your weapon control system, you have your oxygen system, your life support, you have your engines, and the number of bars indicates the level, and as you can see on the right there, wherever you fall currently is the bonus that you get. So each ship has its own bonus. There are just additional layouts available as you unlock them, and you're unlocking different ships as you go. So it's pretty cool because you actually can unlock a lot of stuff as you go. It's not an easy game for sure. I'm going to play it on normal with the advanced edition content enabled. I've gotten to the last section before, but I just haven't gotten all the way through. It's again not a real easy game. So this ship is more of a disabler. It comes with an ion blaster and then a drone. The idea is that you can then disable parts of the other ship and then shoot them with the drone. This ship has dual lasers and a mini beam. And I think it has stealth too, if I remember correctly. I think the little eyeball means stealth. Yeah, cloaking. So that's cool. And then this ship just essentially has a giant burst laser on it and a missile launcher. So this ship so far of the ones I have, I found is not necessarily the easiest. I guess it's the most simple to control. Though I've actually had the best luck with this guy here, the Taurus, with the ion blaster, which is pretty cool. And since it's not just the basic ship, let's go ahead and try this now. So let's give our guys cool names. So this will be me. I'm Cars Kick. You can change the look of them too. That's an alien guy. Actually, these it doesn't let you change because it's an alien ship. So that's gonna be the person. That'll be my wife. My wife is BreezyPalmtree. If I could type, that'd be great. There we are. And she's an alien apparently. And then this will be my other online friend who's also a friend in real life, BigJigglyPanda. Cool. So we've got our starting crew. We only have one layout to choose from. We get to rename our ship as well. Let's call this the Disabler, since that is kind of our main tactic. And we are all set. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: weapon order. Rearrange your weapons or drone schematic by dragging it into the desired position. The leftmost slot will be the last to power down if the system is disabled. Okay. So right now I only have one weapon and one drone. We are good to go. Let's go ahead and give this a shot, see how we do. So you start off by going to your jump map, called the beacon map, I guess, and you jump around, and then from the left side, you'll eventually have the enemy rebel fleet come in a wave, and once their wave encompasses whatever sector you're in, you have to fight them, and it's not easy, and you take a lot of damage and generally lose a lot of supplies unless you're really powerful. So the idea is you jump around from sector to sector, exploring the random events and things that you can do, and then you leave and move on to the next sector. There's multiple sectors you go through, and if you get all the way to the end and reach home with the important data, you win the game. So let's go ahead and choose a sector. I'm going to head south or down, whatever direction that is. We'll see what we get. The distress beacon is coming from a civilian ship. It appears it is being chased by a pirate. So we can aid them or stay out of it. Let's aid them. We want to be helpful. Power up your weapons and engage the pirate ship. So there he is. He's got one level of shield, same as us, and that is his whole strength. And this is the equipment that he has. So what I like to do is continue and then immediately pause the game. The reason why is I like to go ahead and assign what's going to be happening. So this is the amount of energy I have available. These are the places I can allocate it. At this point, I have enough energy to just max. Oh, no, I take that back. I have my drone, so I do not have enough energy to max everything out. I don't need the medical bay right now because everybody is fine, so I'm going to turn that off. The engine, be nice to have all of it, but I don't think I can. And use my drone, so I need both of those. So I want to take out his shield system. I want to keep that disabled so that all of my combat shots hit. Another good option would be to disable his weapons. But then I don't know if, his shield won't stay down. So let's try that. So I got to take down my engine power and then power up my drone. Oh, it's only a level 2 drone. It only takes 2 power slots. So yep, I can do full power. Cool stuff. And my drone, I don't really get to tell him where to attack. So hopefully by keeping that disabled, he will be able to attack. So we are going to give it a shot. Alright, so we disabled their shield. So now that that's blinking blue, and he hit the weapons, awesome. Their shield will not recharge. Okay, it fixed. Their oxygen is down, and their weapons are damaged, but they're still able to fire. So far, they haven't done any damage to me. Ooh, shield down. Okay, we're back. Alright, what do we got going on? You can see their guys moving around, though we can't see inside of them. Okay. Oh, I did not turn on auto fire. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't played this in a while. Actually, if I turn on auto fire, it'll automatically continue to fire said weapon. My bad there. Cool. So now we're really doing some damage to him. We're keeping the shield generator down by continually disabling it. And you see his stuff turning red, and when his whole bars disappear, he will explode. And there it is. Awesome. They break apart, and we get stuff. So these are some of the resources that we can accumulate as the game continues, and they are all very important. So that's what we get. So I'll go through those in just a second. So let's talk to the civilian. The ship you saved was badly damaged in the battle. Most of the crew accepts your offer to be dropped off at the nearest space station. One offers to join your crew. So I can welcome in or decline. Well, I don't know why I wouldn't want an extra body. Monsvik. Sounds Russian. Welcome aboard, Monsvik. Okay, so then we move on. So that's basically how the game progresses. So we're going to start going through it. First, I'm going to go through the different materials or resources so you know what we've got. So this is the amount of fuel we have. Each jump consumes 1 fuel. We currently have 18. That you really don't want to run out because then you get stuck in space and you just got to hope somebody comes and answers your distress call and helps you and isn't going to try to kill you. This is for missiles. We don't have a missile system, so we didn't start with any. But if we accumulate missiles and get a missile system, we can use them. Drone parts are important for us because we do have a drone system, which is this down here. That was the guy that we sent out to shoot a laser at the other ship. That's the only drone we have now, but we can have up to 3. And we can use this number of drones we can use essentially before we run out. Now, a drone part is consumed whether your drone is destroyed or not. So every single time that we send out that drone, we lose a drone part. This is scrap. That's basically the currency in the game. So let's move on before we get too boring. Let's head south again. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. Uh-oh, don't like slaves. I'm sorry, I don't like slave traders. Slaves are fine, I guess, but we don't want slavery to exist, so bad things. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. So we can buy one and free them to join our ship, which we can't afford. Attack the slaver scum or ignore the slaver and continue. Let's mess him up. He's only got a shield. We can keep that down with our ion blaster. So let's go ahead and focus that. We'll turn on our drone. That costs us a drone part, as you saw. See what happens. Oh, we gotta tell our guy where to go. So one fun thing we can do in the game is assign where your crews stay. Based on where they are. Ooh, actually I need him now. Where they are, they'll repair. Like he's repairing that room now. So it'll go from red to fixed, which is gray. Ooh, this missile launcher is mean. Oh, now there's a fire. Okay, so we got some serious issues here. Okay, they want to surrender, and they will give us a slave as a tribute. Yeah, because then we'll kill all the slaves. So at least we'll save 1 slave that way, and I get another person. So we'll go ahead and accept that. In the meantime, let's get our ship fixed back up, and we got an extra person. So we're up to 5. This is starting off well. Took a little bit of damage, nothing major, but it is a permanent damage until we can get somewhere to get that fixed. So now the idea is there are benefits to having a person in various rooms. So if it is equipped, these little icons down here turn white, they fill in. So if it's manned, you get 10% faster shield recharge. If the engine room is manned, you get extra, where is it? Well, it's unmanned now, so we'll put somebody in it so we can see what that is. Manned, evasion +5, so we get to evade stuff better. Weapon room, I know you get a benefit from, so we want to have somebody there. And your guys will get upgrades. So Big Jiggly, which is him, he actually has been in the weapon room before, so he is actually decently good there. Everybody else is pretty low. Now, we have had some people take some damage. The ship caught on fire a little bit there, and we got shot. So what we want to do now is, before we move on, is turn on the medical bay, activate it, and everybody heals up. Now, this ship has that bonus where everybody heals automatically throughout. Now, normally what you have to do if your ship does not have that upgrade is you have to take them to the actual medical bay. But now we can just turn the medical bay back off and continue on our way. So here we would get trapped, because you can see that if we go over here, there's no connections to this side, and we can already see the rebels heading our way. So we need to head this direction so we don't get trapped over here and end up fighting the rebels. Okay, the beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant, class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here or die. A pirate apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun moves to engage. Ooh, this sounds like a tricky situation. Let's see what happens here. Now we do have the ability to leave if we want, but it has to charge first, so that's this. So pretty much for now, our best bet is just to fight and survive. So we're going to do the same strategy. I'm going to use my ion blaster to shoot at a shield bay, turn on the combat drone, all energy is allocated, everybody's in their station. Before I continue, actually, I want to put somebody in the... which station? Everybody's manned, so actually I want to go to the camera station, because then I think I'll be able to see inside their ship, which is what this symbol means. So, yeah, that's a beneficial, that's a subsystem, so we'll put him here, and immediately pause again. This button's cool, it saves the position of your crew, and then when you're moving them around, you click this button, which is also return, the hotkey, and everybody goes back to where they're supposed to be, so you don't have to manually move everybody around. So now by manning the a crew member in the camera room, we can now see inside their ship, which is pretty cool. All right. So their shields are down. Awesome. Oh, we missed. Their shield might go back up. Ooh, that did a little damage to our shields, and our shields are critical because of that. He's repairing it. We got a shield guy, and we're fixed, so we're okay. They've got serious problems over there. They're in much worse shape than we are. Solar flare imminent. Oh, we got a fire. He's gonna need some help there. Ooh, we killed him though. Ship explodes, leaving a substantial collection of useful materials, and we got a few missiles. So I'm gonna tell a bunch of our crew members, now that we're not in danger anymore, to go help put out this fire, because otherwise we're gonna take some damage. Okay, cool. So everybody's fixing that. Now when I hit enter, everybody goes back to where they should be. I turn on the medical bay as you saw, so everybody's going to heal up. Once everybody's healed up, ooh, actually we're going to get out of here now because of the solar flare. That's going to cause some fires and more damage. So let's get out of here before that happens. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Interesting. So these kind of events can be good or bad, and it's kind of just random. It could be something really bad, and somebody could get injured or killed, or we can just ignore it and move on, or we could get something really cool out of it. Let's check it out. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Try to communicate, bring some of the creatures on board to sell, leave. Let's try to communicate. You try to communicate in every possible way, but they just stand there silently judging you with their large, expressionless eyes. You prepare to leave. Okay, so nothing really happened there. We're healed up. We can turn off the medical bay now. And let's get out of here. So now we actually have a distress call on the map. That means there's actually something happening there, and that's right before the exit, so we can then move on. Another option would be to go over here to the nebula, though it disrupts your sensors, which I find kind of annoying, so I try to avoid those when possible. Since we have some time before the fleets progress too much, I'm going to stop here, then the distress call, and then plan on exiting. So let's go ahead and implement that strategy. A rebel ship approaches cautiously, personally, says the captain. I'd have stuck with the Federation, but I'm a soldier, sir, and I'd no use without a war to fight. Raise your shields. So we got a warmonger who just wants to kill us. Let's pause the game. Ion blasters on the shields. Combat drone engaged. Let's continue and see if we can kill this guy without taking too much damage. There we go. His shields are down. Let's keep them down. Okay, looking good. Yeah, he's got a missile launcher. Those missile launchers are mean. Medical bay took some damage. It's kind of an annoyance. We really don't need this guy, so we'll have him do some repairing. We want to keep everybody else at their station, otherwise we'll lose our bonuses. They want to surrender. You are considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. We surrender. So we can accept that and get these bonuses, or kill them. You know what? Warmongers, I think, in this case, deserve to die, so let's kill them. So we would have gotten 2 missiles, 1 drone, and 9 scrap. Let's see what we get instead by killing him. Boom. Okay. So now we'll see what we get instead. So we still got 1 missile and 1 drone, but 13 scrap. Cool. So we got a little more out of it. I'm happy with that. Once this arachnid guy, whatever he is, finishes repairing my medical bay, we'll send him back to where he goes and move on. Oh, there's a store here too. So we can hit the distress beacon and then go to the store if we still have a bunch of resource points. And I'll show you how we can spend those resource points, which there's several ways that can be done. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Ooh, that sounds bad. Send the crew to help. Giant alien spiders are no joke. I've encountered these guys before. It's usually not good for me. I usually end up losing somebody. You know, it sounds really cold and no fun, but I'm going to just leave them alone and move on. You can't risk fighting some unknown alien on every backwater station you come across. You prepare to jump. Let's get out of here. We're going to the store. Yeah, that's pretty cold, but, you know, I don't want to lose anybody. I like having 5 people. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. Interesting. They've got people for sale. They could hire them. I can afford 1, but 5 is a good number, so I'm good. I can buy supplies. I can buy systems. I can't afford any of those. I can repair my damage, which probably isn't a bad idea. What do they have on page 2? Long-range scanners. That's additional information about beacons on the map. Can't afford any of these. Well, I'm going to go and fix my hull. And then I'll show you the other thing you can do with your points. So if I go to the ship tab here, these are things that I can upgrade on my ship. So, excuse me, with each level of a system, you can spend more power and get better bonuses. However, you have to have the power to spread out. Right now, we're right on the edge of having enough power. We have to turn off our medical bay to get everything else working. So I'm going to go ahead and spend money on power first. Okay. Let's go to the exit. And we've arrived at the long-range beacon. And that's pretty much it. Oh, an advanced rebel autonomous ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. So we have an option. Attack the automated ship to get the storage cache or avoid provoking the ship. We could take him. He's weak. Yeah, let's go and do it. Ion blaster. He doesn't even have shields, so I'm just going to disable his weapons. Turn on my combat drone. Now, once I run out of drones, I really don't do any damage. So it's pretty much just a running game at that point, because all I can do is disable them. I do have 12 more drone parts left, so we should be good for now. Now, as we continue along in the game, it'll get harder and harder, and they'll have more shields. It'll be a lot harder to disable them. Right now, this ship does pretty well in battle, as you can see. Also, a lot of luck in this game, too. There we go. Drone down, nothing lost for us, and we got some salvage. Beautiful. Oh, here we go. The station is a storage site for military-grade weapons. You find you find one that can be easily attached to the ship. A healing burst. Cool. So it's a teleporting bomb that ignores shields and it uses missiles. Healing bomb. Wonder what that does. Sounds like it would heal my guys. I think what that does is you can actually get a teleporter system, and then you can teleport your guys over to the enemy ship, and then you could bomb your guys with healing, I think is what that's for. But not 100%. So now we have a next sector option because we're here at the exit. Theoretically, if I really wanted to, I could probably go back to the store and spend some of that extra scrap I got, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's move on. So here are all the sectors we can go to, these two here. As we continue, we follow these paths to get to the very end. Once you finish the very last sector, you win the game. They're both rebel controlled. Either one of these would have the ability to go into a sector. Once the Federation forces were scattered, the rebels came down hard on the locals here. Between the tax collectors and military bases, the rebel presence in the sector is high. Okay, so we got a bunch of rebels that we're going to run up against. So now we can just kind of quickly get out of here since the rebel area is probably kind of dangerous, but we can take the chance of kind of going through the whole map as much as possible, and by doing so, we'll gain a lot of resources. So I'm going to kind of just head down the middle. Rebel ship is patrolling this beacon and immediately turns to engage as your crew members scramble to battle readiness. Sensors detect a short-range teleporter signal. Intruders are on board. Oh, so we're going to get intruded. A flushed and panicked rebel shoulder has teleported aboard. The rebel, who appears unharmed, repeatedly declares that his peaceful intentions. It seems the rebel life has lost its charm. Oh, interesting. This is actually the first time I've ever seen this. He came over and actually declared that he is a friend. Let's accept his proposal, see what happens. Davison, dark-skinned male, looks like. Relieved and lightheaded, your new crew member gets to work as the rebel attacks. Okay. So let's put him somewhere. I'll leave him. Want him ready to repair something as needed. So I'll kind of put him in the oxygen room in case we take some damage. This guy's a little more powerful than our average ship. We've got enough energy to do everything. Ion blast the shields. Combat drone. Okay, we're going. Oh, they've got a drone too, and he's got 2 lasers. Ooh, this could go badly. Let's see what happens. Ooh, the missile missed. That is very nice. I'm glad that happened. And we're actually doing some decent work to them. Another missile miss on their part. Man, we are getting lucky this game. They're trying to escape. Keep firing on their shield generator, I say. So they're trying to escape. Oh, they want to surrender now. You have made your point. We are beaten. Take these and leave us to our shame. That's actually a decent offer. I am going to accept that. As something hit me, I guess. Must have been the missile. Last one. Alright, let's continue onward. We have a store option. We can go here to our unvisited location. Down here. Let's go all the way down here. You detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It does not engage and seems to be patrolling around a long-range scanner station. Sensor station. Attack it, avoid it. We can take it. Same strategy. Disable the shields. Use the drone. Oh, missed. Whew. Man, we are evading everything today. We got some good crew. We did get stunned in our shields. Ooh, that's gonna take some damage. Let's send our new guy over there. Repair the drone equipment. So if this drops, as you can see, there's 3 bars which we have. If we had lost more than 1 bar, our combat drone would have failed temporarily until we got that back online. You access recent scans of the unguarded station. Your map has been updated with details of the surrounding area. Cool. And we got 12 scrap. Oh, wow. So we now know where everything is. Possible ships, possible ship, a pulsar, asteroid belt, distress signal. Cool. So that's nice to know. We have 59 resources, so we could go to the store. Pulsar is dangerous. I don't know if I want to go to that. Let's see. Asteroid belt. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and loop around and try to hit the store. See how that happens. That works out. They want to trade. Your ship is flooded with advertisement transmissions from nearby merchants. As soon as you arrive, you arbitrarily picked one to examine in detail. So if I give them a drone thing, they will give me fuel, which I mean that's a good price. I guess I might as well do it. I'm gonna go to the store soon anyway. I'll buy more drone parts there. Let's chance this. It's a ship here. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's an invasion ship. This is quite a big one too. You received a message from nearby rebel station. You have a lot of guts passing through our space. I'll give you that. He turns, giving an order. Kill their crew. I want that ship intact. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some hand-to-hand combat. So we got 3 guys teleporting on board. Send the new guy. They all have the same amount of health, it looks like. Well, they're probably going to attack the weapons room, so we'll send some guys there. And then we definitely want the healing enabled, which we have. And continue our standard weapon strategy. Alright, oop, they're all over here. So I'm going to keep an eye on my guys' health and get them out of the room if they start to get weak. In the meantime, the space battle continues. That healing bonus is very nice for these types of invasions because I continue to get heals while they do not, and our oxygen has been damaged, which is really bad, so we gotta get that fixed ASAP. One thing cool is once the odds are in your favor, your extra guys shoot laser cannons at the enemy, so that is pretty cool. Our battle continues as normal on the outside, and we've done enough damage to where they want to surrender. You've made your point. We are beaten. Take these and leave us in shame. That's a pretty good offer. Let's go ahead and take that. Go ahead and repair up since they're no longer a threat. Everybody return to your stations. Everything was repaired except for a few of our crew. They are healing now. See, we can make it go quicker if we send them to the actual medical bay. There we go. Okay. Let's go. So what's going to happen here? You see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need drone parts. So, to speed up our repairs, we'll buy some from you if you have extra. Let's see. Should we sell them some drone parts for scrap? We can buy more at the store anyway, so let's go ahead and do so. I'll take a quick break and be right back.